A guy just came in the shop and said he's got a vintage car for sale. So we're headed out to the parking lot to take a closer look.
This is what I called you about. I want to sell my 68 convertible VW.
Cool. I love Volkswagens. My first car was a Volkswagen.
How's it run?
It doesn't.
All right.
I'm coming down to the pawn shop today to sell my 1968 convertible Bug. The reason I want to sell it is because there's other projects I'd like to pursue. I'm hoping to get $7,000 for it. I'll be happy with $5,000.
So where'd you get this?
I got it from a friend of mine who was up in Pebble Beach. He was getting married, so I bought it from him and restored it the best I could.
The design of the car is pretty amazing. Basically what happened was Germany wanted a car people could buy for less than 1,000 Reichsmarks, which was right around 250 bucks. To make it that inexpensive, the motor, tranny, everything just slid right in the back. It was made to be reliable and cheap.
The Volkswagen Beetle used to be the most common car on the planet. They made over 20 million of them.
Oh, so the floor pan's been replaced. There's not that much rust.
It's got all new floor pans, new luggage compartment, all the new metal.
What kind of motor it's got?
It's an 1835. It's got a high-performance cam in it.
Okay.
Do you know what's wrong with it, or?
Cracked block. It just pours oil.
It needs a new motor entirely.
Why do people bring me cars like this? Not only does it not run, it has a cracked engine block. We're talking a complete engine replacement. I'm afraid we're gonna have to pass.
Wait a minute now, it's not as bad as it sounds. It's really not that expensive to replace a motor in one of these. Normally, when someone brings you a car that doesn't run, you walk away. It's a no-brainer. But Bugs are different because they're just so easy to work on. I've swapped 100 motors out of Volkswagens, and I'm no Mr. Goodwrench.
If we did buy it, I could fix it up myself, or we could fix it up.
Yeah, it sounds great.
How much were you looking to get out of it?
7,000 or 8,000.
I'll give you $3,000. I mean, it doesn't have a motor.
Will you do 5,000? Everything
No.
else is brand new.
It doesn't run. I'll give you $4,000.
Okay.
All right, $4,000, man. All right, let's go do some paperwork.
Okay.
This is a cool car, but it sucks that my dad wants to make a family project out of it. He's just gonna yell at me the whole time, and then he's probably gonna end up calling a mechanic anyways.
So what are we doing again?
Taking the motor out,
Why don't we just get a mechanic to do it?
we'll do it together. I don't have to pay them. It'd be a nice Sunday.
You're so cheap, dude. All right, let's do it.
Grab me a 17mm wrench. I love these father-son projects. It's fun to work on cars, and it saves a lot of money. By installing the motor yourself, you're gonna save at least a couple $100 that you would pay a mechanic.
All right, we need a block of wood.
Just put the jack under there, just barely lifting up the motor.
Are you telling me how to operate a jack? I knew this was gonna suck. I mean, my dad always has to be the boss. So our little father-son projects always just feel like another day at the office.
It's been a while since I pulled a motor out of a Volkswagen. This one just doesn't want to come out. Plus, I don't have a lift or the right jack.
I got a plan. Drop it off at Danny's tomorrow.
I will never let him live this down.
Hey, it drives.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, dude?
You look absolutely cute in that thing, buddy.
I own Counts Customs right here in Las Vegas, and we specialize in way cool hot rods, wicked choppers, and working on classic cars. Came out great, brother. She runs and drives awesome.
So, Danny, you mind telling my dad how to properly put a motor in one of these?
Put a motor in a Volkswagen. I had a piece of junk jack and like no tools.
You know, brother, we're always here for you. Why in the world did you try to do this at your shop?
I wanted a little father-son moment, but it didn't work out because I'm with him.
68 Volkswagen Cabriolet is a perfect young girl's car to drive around in and look cute and maybe cruise the beach.
Hey, he got the motor in there.
Yeah, it went in really easy, but it was missing stuff. It needed a starter, it needed a fuel pump, it needed a battery, but we got all that handled.
All right, well, let's fire it up.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Runs like a champ.
It's a very happy motor. The engine went into place, no problems, but it had no starter, it had no fuel pump. So it wasn't just slipping this motor in the back of this car and heading down the road. There was a lot of work involved.
All right, man, so how much do I owe you?
Between all the missing parts and the installation, we're about 3,300 bucks into the whole project.
Okay.
What'd you guys pay for it?
$4 grand.
Okay, so you're about 73 in it.
I don't think we're gonna make money on it.
No, we'll make a little. I'll get 10 grand out of this car, easy.
Yeah, there's a little room in that.
All right, man, well, let me go write you a check.
Cool, man. Let's go do this.
What are you doing? Should I just write you a check for a new transmission right
Yeah,
now?
let's get that handle. Let's go order it.